After our stay in Las Cruces, New Mexico, which we used as a home base while visiting White Sands National Park, we hopped on Interstate 10 and headed due west 300 miles to Tucson, Arizona. Our next destination, Saguaro National Park, is divided into two sections. There's an east section and a west section, with Tucson sitting in the middle of both sides of the park. On this trip, we've decided to check out the west section of the park. As we neared the park, we started seeing the saguaros in large volumes. Laying eyes on them for the first time, we were taken back by their size, beauty, and just how many there were. Once we got set up at our campground, we took the trail just outside our front door into the wilderness, where we enjoyed getting up close and personal to these majestic plants of the Sonoran Desert. The first morning, we were up early and ready to go to the park. It was a short 20-minute drive to get there from the campground.
Welcome to Saguaro National Park,
where wandering off the trail could get a little sticky. Saguaro National Park was established in 1994. Is 91,000 acres in size and averages 1.2 million visitors per year. At the visitor center, we went through our typical agenda: purchase our stickers and patch, get our passport book stamped, and chat with a ranger about the park. Just outside the visitor center is the Cactus Garden Trail. This is a short, easy walk that educates you on the different types of cacti in the area. So this one's called a chain fruit cholla, named for its hanging grape-like clusters. And there's another one. All right, this is an ocotillo. It's not a cactus, but it's covered in sharp spines, and you see these everywhere out here. This is called a pencil cholla, another variety of cactus. Here we've got a fishhook barrel cactus. This is a prickly pear, and there are 33 species of this cactus. Javelina, pack rats, tortoises, and other animals feed on this cactus. This is the monarch of this park, a saguaro. Some of these rascals weigh over 5 tons, and we're going to see some big ones while we're here. A mile and a half from the Red Hills Visitor Center is the Bajada Loop Drive. This drive is a graded dirt road that is suitable for low clearance vehicles and gives you up close and personal looks at the giant saguaros. On this loop, you'll see a sign for the Signal Hill Picnic Area and Trail. If you enjoy rock art, we recommend stopping here and taking the quarter-mile hike to get some good views of the petroglyphs. We've got some rock art up here on these rocks. Hopefully we'll get closer as we make our way up this little hill.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Up there at the very top. A blooming prickly pear. Beautiful. It's a barrel cactus down there on the bottom right. Yeah, we're going to become cactus experts. Looks like some artwork right there. All those circles. Hopefully that comes through on the video okay. The view from Signal Hill. Good morning. Day number 2 in the park. Today we're hiking Kings Canyon all the way up to Wasson Peak. It's about a little over 7 miles. And this is the highest peak in the park. I think it's 4,687 feet in elevation. And this hike, you have an elevation gain of 1,840 feet. So it's going to be a pretty good workout. We got up at 5:30 this morning. Wanted to get on the trail as soon as possible. So it's 6:45 right now. Out in the desert like this, you're very exposed to the sun. It's supposed to be sunny all day. High of about 90. So we wanted to get off to an early start so we can get done before it gets too hot. It's about 50 degrees right now, and we're on our way. I don't know for sure, but I'm going to make an educated guess that that's Wasson Peak straight ahead, our destination. As far as the eyes can see, we've got the saguaros. They are just everywhere. Incredible view. Can anybody tell me what that print is? We've been on the trail an hour. Gone about 1.75 miles so far. And I continue to think that that's our peak up there. Trail hadn't been too bad. Pretty gradual climb, nothing too steep. Very rocky. Beautiful sights. All right, I spoke too soon. At about the 2 mile marker, it started getting pretty steep. I mean, not super steep, but enough to get the old heart rate going. That's for sure. We made it to a trail junction. There's our destination. We're kind of in a saddle here. You see that beautiful view behind Leslie there, and then on the other side of the saddle, we've got this view. I believe that's one of the larger ones we've seen. That is a big boy right there. Woo! So that's the summit that I believe we've been looking at the whole time, but here comes that word false summit again. I used it at Guadalupe Mountains National Park because I believe that might be the summit. I see some bodies up there, so that tells me that that is it. And it does look a little higher. Well, there's our destination. Came up on a little fenced area here. I believe I saw something, a picture or something that looked like a little cave. That might be what this is. Come down here and take a look. Oh yeah, a cave down in there. They got it barred off so you can't go any further. I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah.
What is it, a cave?
Yeah. Isn't that neat? Looks like somebody painted the rocks with a greenish yellow paintbrush. Well, we've made it to another trail junction. If we go left here, we've got 3/10 of a mile to get to Wasson Peak. And you can see the other ones maybe, but 3/10 of a mile. We got it. Almost there. To the east, there is the city of Tucson. I believe I've got the heart of the city where I see the sky rises, the downtown right in front of me. Probably can't see it, but that is Tucson. And here's the marker showing we're at the peak. All right, we made it to the peak. Wasson Peak, 4,687 feet, I think, above sea level. And it took us just a little over 2 hours to get up here. And I have to admit, it was a little bit more challenging than what I expected. The last mile got pretty steep, and
I thought it was going to be a piece of cake because it was only 4,000 and something, but wow, it took a lot more out of me than I thought it would.
Yeah. So anyways, we made it, and we've already eaten, and we're getting ready to head back down. I think we're going to take a different route back down. We'll show that to you on the map, and we'll check in with you when we get back. Made it to another trail junction. So Wasson Peak, as you can see there, was 2.2 miles. That's how far we've come so far from the peak. We've been on Hugh Norris trailhead. We're not going to stay on that. We know we don't want to go to the Sendero Esperanza trailhead. So we're going to go to the Mamaga picnic area, which should take us down towards, I think it's Goldmine trailhead, which will take us back to, what was it called? Kings Canyon? Yeah. Kings Canyon Trail, where we started. We've come up on an area that smells, I don't know, kind of like sulfur. And there's a pit here. Yeah. All right, we've come up on another junction we're going to have to pay attention to.
It says this was
Those green trees. That's pretty cool. We've made it to the Gold Mine Trail. And if you see there at the bottom, Kings Canyon Trailhead, 1.1 miles. Better get going or Leslie's going to leave me in the dust. Literally. We made it back. 7.2 miles. Let's see what time it is. 11:54. So what is that? 5 hours and 10 minutes. So spent an hour on top. Yeah, great hike. Wow. If you want to get up close and personal to the Saguaros, that's a good trail to do it on. What do you think?
I don't know why, but that trail was really hard for me. But that's it's just the rocks are just the right size that it bothers my ankles and feet.
Yeah. All right, well, on the way down, Leslie was talking about how much she'd like to have some Dairy Queen. So I think that's what we're going to do.
Yep.
All right, I told you I'd show you the way we went. So we started here on the King Canyon Trail, went up this side, took the King Canyon up to here, made a left on the Hugh Norris Trail, went up to Wasson Peak, and then on the way back, we continued on the Hugh Norris Trail this way, made a left on the Sendero Esperanza Trail, down to the Gold Mine Trail, and then back. Coming back was a little further, but much easier trail to walk. I'm glad that's the way we went.